we have a tractor. I'm trying to see if I'm not very happy with our current tractors. I'm seeing if we can get another one, but then we can grow potatoes. You can grow potatoes. You have at least food for 3 months. You can store them. We have plenty of chestnut trees, huge amount of chestnut trees, and we want to do something with those. Also, because the price of chestnuts is good. So we have these trees. Some of these trees are 200-300 years old, huge, um, and all what you need to do is clean underneath them, so you can harvest the chestnuts when it's harvest time, or by the end of November. Then, yeah, other things you can have some chickens, you can have a vegetable garden, you can have some fruit trees. We want to have apples to make cider, maybe a vineyard, but a small vineyard just for fun. But then you can give away a bottle of wine from the place. That idea in itself is
Yeah.
cool. But vineyards take a long time to develop. Mm. Other than that, self-sufficiency in energy. Yeah, sure, we can have some solar panels. Right now, we're connected to the grid. Turned out that even though the houses were abandoned, the electricity lines were still providing
Mm.
power. Um, we have the possibility of a little bit of hydroelectricity. There's a stream. It's not a big stream, but it was enough to power a water mill, a small water mill, which is still there with its millstones and everything. Well, if it can power millstones, it can also generate electricity. So that would be the most likely thing to develop, because it takes very little investment and it provides a constant flow of electricity. So you don't need as many batteries or inverters as you do with solar. So we'll develop that in time, but it's not top of list
Mhm.
right now.
What is top of list then currently?
Insulate the house
Yes.
so we don't freeze.
Yes. Got it. Second on the list.
Attracting more residents.
Yes, I see. Hmm.
Mm.
Permanent
And but
residents or
there's also
visitors?
the recurring effort of the maintenance, because it gets so much water. So there's a lot of rain. There's a lot of sunshine. Everything grows. It's not as bad as the tropics, but it's pretty close there. You go away for a little while and you come back,
Hmm.
and everything is high again. So we're constantly mowing, and we're constantly maintaining roads and trails.
Wow, I
So
see.
that's a recurring effort. As there's more, as we get more people, we will also have more hands.
Yes.
But we're also simply um, uncovering a lot of trails and uncovering a lot of ruins. So we hope to progress every time a little bit. So you're cutting what you cut 2 weeks ago. You cut it again, and then you try to cut a little bit more.
Got it.
Hmm.
Interesting. I'm super excited to see this type of projects develop because I feel like that's the kind of way in Europe right now that we are. It's challenging. Okay, what you're doing is probably one of the most challenging things. It's not like buying one land and developing, within that land with like huge amount of investment. It's step by step taking an abandoned spaces and then start to revitalize them. So wow, super impressive. I wish you super good luck with that. This is the last question for this interview. So and then also remember before this last question that these are going to be the series. So I would like to see you again within the next 6 months or so, and we'll have 3 more recordings. So there will be a total 4 recordings to track the progress. And that's why
Hmm.
the AI powered book, let's say, will be, in series. So we'll have like stages of development. So this question I will ask every time. In the end of the interview, I ask this everyone. So we're currently in 2034, which means 10 years ahead. Um, the other question will be whatever that 10 years ahead will be from the time of the interview. So, how are you seeing the progress made within these 10 years? And what are you proud of the most? And what you've been able to establish and accomplish? So think of it as your future casting.
Hmm. But 10